Daniel chapter number 4, verses 10 through 18. Thus were the visions of my head in my bed. I saw, and behold, a tree in the midst of the earth, and the height thereof was great. The tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto heaven, and the sight thereof to the end of all the earth. The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and it was meat for all. The beasts of the field had shadow under it, and the fowls of the heaven dwelt in the boughs thereof, and all flesh was fed of it. I saw in the vision of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher and an holy one came down from heaven. He cried aloud and said thus, Hew down the tree, and cut off his branches, shake off his leaves, and scatter his fruit. Let the beasts get away from under it, and the fowls from his branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his root in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beast in the grass of the earth. Let his heart be changed from man's heart, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Now we're taking a look at the vision. It starts out with a great tree. The king saw this great tree reached up to heaven. It talks about how this tree was so great and how luscious the foliage or the leaves were on this tree. Beautiful tree, just beautiful. And then it goes on and talks about how this tree had fruit on it and meat. And this tree supplied everyone of the whole earth. That's how great this tree was. And you may stop and think, wow, but that's not it. It provided shade for the animals from the danger of the heat. And then it went even further and provided protection for the fowls or the birds. This tree was absolutely one of a kind. It talks about how the tree reached up as if this tree was so tall until you could see this tree from every vantage point on the planet. This tree was that tall. The giant redwood trees might help us to get a glimpse at this enormous tree. And this vision that King Nebuchadnezzar saw, this second vision of the book of Daniel, was even greater than that. We can see how large some of the redwoods can actually be. This is an image of a person at the root of one of the trees, and it's just unimaginable how large this monster of a tree, living, some guess, at thousands of years old. But then there was a decree from the watchers and the holy ones to hew this tree down. Just like John the Baptist stated hundreds of years later, every tree that bringeth not forth fruit, meet for repentance, hew it down and cast it into the fire. And this came so that the individuals on earth would know that orders come from the Most High, and He setteth over the earth whomever He chooses, no matter how wise they are or no matter how poor they are. It says the basest of men He can put over if He choose. And this decree came from the watchers. What a decree. What a vision. You can see why this troubled the king. Such a fabulous vision with such a tragic ending. You know the king had to be wondering, what is this? Who is involved? Who are the players? Is this for my enemy? Is this for me? What is going on? That the holy ones and the watchers would make such a decree. We're going to look at each one of these in our next series as we go into the interpretation. And this dream is so vast, and the interpretation is so vast until it's more treasures in it than what's commonly assumed. God, we bless you. We give you glory. We give you honor. Have your way.